So because the tendency was going to be to like, man, let's do as much as we can for the poor, and he's like saying, that's never going to go away. It's just part of our broken, sinful nature. The earth is groaning about it, but it's never going away. So you're always going to have those opportunities and those needs. And I think we're not saying, hey, don't pursue those. We're saying pursue them in the right way, at the right time, with the right resources, through the right people.
Yeah, I mean, I think of Mary and Martha as well, and Jesus says she has chosen what is best, and right. So I think, and we have that. You guys go check out, Luke 5:16 from when he withdrew with crowds, John 6:15 when he said no to certain demands, and then Mark 1:35-38 as he's prioritizing the Father over the work, and so. And so the reality is everybody needed Jesus, and yet he had a specific strategy that had some boundaries placed in it where it's like he couldn't do it all the time.
But here's what's crazy. Not only did they need Jesus, but Jesus had the full capability to help them.
Which is interesting and we don't.
Right.
And yet we're supposed to,
we sometimes think we do.
Yeah. And so when we think about Jesus, when we look at it and we go, okay, if Jesus had boundaries, it's because, so why? Why did he have boundaries? It's because really he was led by purpose, not pressure.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see that with him where he's like, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. And he wasn't going to be pressured in by anybody. By, hey, show us a sign, and he goes, you're only going to have a sign. He was talking to the Pharisees, right? The sign of Jonah. But,
or, hey, they try to grab Jesus and make him king. And he's like, gives them the slip.
Yeah. He just walks through the crowd like nah. And so, that's the model, and the healthy leadership requires limits. Now, I will say, what I love about Jesus, he knew his identity. He knew who he was. He knew his relationship to the Father. He knew what he walked in. And we have the ability to know that as well. And when we're secure in that identity, I'm okay to say no to you. And I'm okay if you think I'm not down, or I didn't do this or that, or whatever it is. And so that's part of it, is living in your purpose, not in the pressure.
That's so good. I do always say, Tommy, that I think your purpose, once you really understood your purpose, that becomes a framework for what you say yes to and what you say no to.
Which is really good. And so because we know a lot of you out there, what is the cost of us saying yes to everything?
Yeah. I mean, this is the reality, right? Is that we see leaders still, even though it's getting better, like you said, who are experiencing burnout because of all their yeses, right? They're running at a pace that God never really asked them to.
I'll say it again.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes we see how many times have we said, man, you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
We've had those conversations like, that seems like a lot, or it feels like a lot. Or when we're doing strategic sessions with them, like, why are you doing all of this if this is really your purpose? And so, because again, it's saying yes to every single one that comes in and adding to the 99, right?
And we say this repeatedly, right? If you're running at a pace that God never asked you to, it ruins your witness. If you're out here saying, we want you, young people, we want you to live the abundant life of Jesus that he talked about in John 10:10, and you and I are so burnt out because we got to meet every single need presented to us. So it's actually messing up the thing that you said you really want to do. So burnout is one.
Bitterness, I think, is the other. Is you start reaching out. Like if you're spending all the time with the lost, those who are found don't get any of your time.